Yeah, I'm a praxis. In the shadows I dwell, keeper of secrets. Hear the toll of the bell. In the chaos I thrive, where the darkness ignites. Wrestling with demons in the depths of the night. Born from the void, I emerge from the pain. With the weight of the cosmos and the mind of a saint. Juggler of fate, watch the worlds collide. In this labyrinth of sin, there's nowhere to hide. Feel the whispers of doom, got my finger on the pulse. Every soul be a pawn, in this game I convulse. Spin fire and ice, I'm the balance supreme. Waking nightmares, living out your worst dreams. Yeah, I'm a praxis, in the shadows I dwell. Keeper of secrets, hear the toll of the bell. In the chaos I thrive, where the darkness ignites. Wrestling with demons in the depths of the night. Dancing on the edges where the light can't reach. Eclipsing the sun, my life is a speech. In this abyss, every choice like a blade. Cutting through the silence, watch the masquerade. From the ashes I rise, with the power attained. In a world full of fakes, yeah, I'm breaking the chains. Got the shadows in my blood, I embrace the unknown. In the depths of despair, I am finally grown. Yeah, I'm a praxis, in the shadows I dwell. Keeper of secrets, hear the toll of the bell. In the chaos I thrive, where the darkness ignites. Wrestling with demons in the depths of the night. Echoes in the silence, listen to their calls. I'm the architect of chaos, watch the kingdom fall. With the crown of thorns, I am cursed and divine. In the realm of the lost, I forever entwine. So step to the shadows, feel the power ignite. I'm a praxis, the darkness, in the dead of the night. With the breath of destruction, I'll rewrite the fate. In this dark-sided game, welcome to my estate.
Void of my mind, I'm a thing of dark design. All the doors locked from the outside. Every echo feels like my crime. I find myself left behind again, talking to the ceiling like it's my only friend. I'm just here to take your time, burn your hours, blur the line, waiting out the warning signs till you're tangled up in mine. Your name is mystery, and I am mystified. You move like missing memory. I chase you every night. You're written in between the words where I can't quite read the lines. Your name is mystery, and I am mystified. You appear in the static of sleep, sharp smile, then you're out of my reach. Leave a shape in the dust on the screen like a clue that I'm scared to believe. I keep circling every almost touch, every half-truth, half-lie never feels like enough. I'm just here to take your time, turn your questions into mine, waiting for a crooked sign that you're falling in my sky. Your name is mystery, and I am mystified. You move like missing memory. I chase you every night. You're written in between the words where I can't quite read the lines. Your name is mystery. disappear if I hold you? Do you stay right here? I'm afraid that the answer is the thing I'll never find. So I circle the letters and keep you undefined. Your name is mystery, and I am mystified. You move like missing memory. I chase you every night. You're written in between the words wherever I can't quite read the lines. Your name is mystery, and I am mystified.
Walking down the street today, the sun is shining in my way. I feel the rhythm in my feet, and everything is feeling sweet. Oh, oh, it's a beautiful day. Nothing's gonna stand in my way. Oh, oh, let the music play. We're gonna dance the night away. I see the colors all around. I hear the magic in the sound. The world is turning just for me, and I am feeling wild and free. Oh, oh, it's a beautiful day. Nothing's gonna stand in my way. Oh, oh, let the music play. We're gonna dance the night away. Don't let the shadows bring you down. Just turn your life right back around. Believe in what you're feeling now, and we will make it through somehow. It's a beautiful day. Nothing's gonna stand in my way. Oh, oh, let the music play. We're gonna dance the night away. inside my mind. Seek from within and you will find the mysteries of the divine. Do you feel alive? Do you feel alive? Do you feel alive? Hey! 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 I live my life like no tomorrow, yeah. I simply take it as it comes. I cannot focus on the sorrow, yeah. To do so only makes me numb. I see the truth though I am blind. I hear your prayers inside my mind. Seek from within and you will find the mysteries of the divine. Do you feel alive? Do you feel alive? Do you feel alive? By my will you are forever. By my hand you are forgiven. By my will you are forever. By my hand you are forgiven. Hey, you, with time is fleeting. Hey, you, with time is fleeting. Hey, you, with time is fleeting. Here you will find, deep in your mind, did you know that you are being inside your dreams? Stay far from me. Yes, I know that I am bleeding into your life, sign after sign. Yes, you know that I am coming down from the cloud, and there's nowhere left for fleeing. Hear my mind, hear the divine, show them the sign. Heading on the front of the Third World War, fearing the freedom we're fighting for. Doesn't even matter who's right or wrong, we'll rewrite the words, you can sing along. Today's gonna be the day that cuts you down to size. The doomsday clock says you don't have the time. I'm just a mirror hanging on the wall in the house of God. I'm just a mirror hanging on the wall in the house of God. Another holy war, another genocide, another evil Christ being crucified. The doomsday don't have the time. I'm just a mirror hanging on the wall in the house of God. I'm just a mirror hanging on the wall in the house of God. Another holy war, another genocide, another reborn Christ being crucified. The doomsday clock says you don't have the time. Another suicide, another kingdom falls, another world religion consumes us all. We are just mirrors hanging on the wall in the house of God. We are just mirrors hanging on the wall in the house of God. Standing on the front of the Third World War, fearing the freedom we're fighting for. Doesn't even matter who's right or wrong, we'll rewrite the words, you can sing along. Today's gonna be the day that cuts you down to size. The doomsday clock says you don't have the time. I'm just a mirror hanging on the wall in the house of God. I'm just a mirror hanging on the wall in the house of God. Another suicide, another kingdom falls, another world religion consumes us all. We are just mirrors hanging on the wall in the house of God. We are just mirrors hanging on the wall in the house of God. Standing on the front of the Third World War, fearing the freedom we're fighting for. Doesn't even matter who's right or wrong, we'll rewrite the words, you can sing along. Today's gonna be the day that cuts you down to size. The doomsday clock says you don't have the time.
For a surprise. No, don't cry. There's nowhere left to hide. No, don't lie. Serpents in disguise.
Pretend the trip is free. I ride the ride. Someone's in the keyhole, and they must have read my mind. I wanna go now, I wanna go now. Heard you're just a piece of meat, and I really need to eat. Foaming at the teeth and dripping at the bone. Dogs are in the street, yeah, barking at your feet. We're crawling through your window to make ourselves at home. Homeless creeps, psycho freaks, and the long lost lord of the geeks. I believe you, I believe you, I believe you, I believe. Sometimes everywhere I go is like a movie, know your lines. Big black birds on the side of the road as I drive on by. They tell the evil one where I'm going all the time. I wanna go now. Ride the ride, 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 ride. Sometimes things really sneak up quick and blow your mind. Rocking back and forth helps to pass the time. Who the fuck are these people? Just never mind. I wanna go now. You don't need no ticket to ride, just as long as your is high. You don't need no ticket to ride, ride the ride. You don't need no ticket to ride, just as long as you stay high. You don't need no ticket to ride, ride the ride. You don't need no ticket to ride, just as long as your is high. You don't need no ticket to ride, ride the ride. Strange lights glowing in the sky, illuminating in the middle of the night. Sleep paralysis, demons in your dreams. Strange phenomenon, tell me what it means. Communicate with the power of your mind. You won't believe the secret messages you find. Strange phenomenon, really strange phenomenon. Strange phenomenon, really strange phenomenon. There's a great big owl in the tree, and it's staring at me. It's watching in the darkness. It knows everything. Knows everything you want. Knows everything you need. Knows everything you want. knows everything, knows everything you want, knows everything you need, knows everything you want, it knows everything. And it's staring at me. It's watching in the darkness. It knows everything, knows everything you want, knows everything you need, knows everything you want. It knows everything, knows everything you want, knows everything you need, knows everything you want, it knows everything. There's a great big owl in the tree, and it's staring at me. It's watching in the darkness. It knows everything, knows everything you want, knows everything you need, knows everything you want. It knows everything.
Apocalypse kiss under blood red moon, demon possessed, heretic confess the dark of my aura, disguised as light. To the astral realm, course this dream ship by the helm, into the dream, inside a dream, inside a dream, inside a dream.
the dead are waiting, yeah, waiting for me, waiting for their resurrection. We're ready, motherfucker, we're ready right now. We're ready, motherfucker, for you to come down. We have no religion with nothing to give. We're already dead. Get ready to live.
There's a man in the factory stomping on the chickens. There's a geezer in a wheelchair strangling himself. There's a girl holding scissors on a one-way street. I don't know what she's doing, should I call someone else? There's a man with a mustache smoking all the cigarettes. Goddamn white trash stinking up the dump. Kids in the park kicking all the rats away. Goddamn atheists getting need to pray. I'm gonna fire them up. I'm gonna fuck them all the way back home. I got a big fat cockroach running up my bills. There's a little skinny monkey running up the hill. Which way did the information flow? Getting ready for the ice age. Just going that way, it's going. Orange juice and LSD. Who in the road out here never flushed anything down the toilet? Orange juice and LSD. This is the ride. Welcome to nowhere. In your ear, in your ear, in your ear, in your ear. In your ear. In your ear. Shoot it down the sink. Come down anytime you want, stay. I'm getting you out from under. I'm getting you out from under. I'm not gonna let you out. Hey. I'm not gonna let you out. Hey. I'm not gonna let you out. Hey. I'm not gonna let you out. Everything behind you is being destroyed. You gotta keep on moving. We're coming on you. You're the one. Now I find that right way. In your ear. In your ear. In your ear. In the car, stick your head out. Gonna have to breathe underwater. You'll get used to it. Let them know you're plugging them all in. I can see them lighting up. Everybody's getting connected. Everybody's inside the mind. We're all a bunch of sneaky, sneaky, sneaky people out here. Welcome to nowhere.
front here. Very
Bedtime
clear.
Drive.
Brand new video of Artemis 2 swinging around the dark side of the moon. For 45 minutes, it was
Bedtime
a total
Drive.
blackout. No signal from the Deep Space Network, but now Houston's back in contact.
Houston,
Bedtime Drive.
com check.
Integrity, we have you loud and clear. Tell me.
Houston, we have you the same, and it is so great to hear from Earth again. To Asia, Africa, and Oceania, we are looking back at you. We hear you can look up and see the moon right now. We see you too.
The crew saw the lunar surface like no other humans ever seen before. They even snapped photos of the moon from their phone. Right now, astronauts are seeing a solar eclipse. The mission isn't just historic, it's record-breaking. Artemis traveled over 250,000 miles. That's deeper into space than any other humans have gone before, beating Apollo 13. And they didn't just fly to the moon, they had to hit a moving target. One wrong move, you missed the rock. Mission failed. This wasn't just a sightseeing tour.
Треснуло над крышей капли, будто черный яд. Я не чувствую, не слышу, только вижу этот ад. Люди ходят, как обломки, собирая пустоту. Каждый прячет свой осколок, но живет в одном бреду. Слишком
This is a whole bunch of nothing, this thing we call the universe. You have this oasis, this beautiful place that we get to exist together. By thinking, we go into Easter Sunday thinking about,
Это
all the
пиздец.
cultures all around
Без
the
начала,
world.
без дна. Рвется реальность, как струна. Крики тонут в глубь. Мы сгораем в темноте. Это пиздец, он в тебе, он во мне. Он как тень на каждой стене. И чем дальше, тем темней. И уже нету путей. Пыль ложится на сознание, стирая лица и имена. Каждый день как наказание, без причины, без конца. Свет мигает и ломается, как и все внутри меня. Этот мир не просыпается, он давно сошел с ума. Ты себе и враг, и друг. Раз за разом вниз скользишь и уже не убежишь. Это пиздец. Без начала, без дна. Рвется реальность, как струна. Крики тонут в глухоте. Мы сгораем в темноте. Это пиздец, он в тебе, он во мне. Он как тень на каждой стене. И чем дальше, тем темней. И уже нету путей. Он не кончится.
President's direction, we deployed both human assets and exquisite technologies that no other intelligence service in the world possesses, to a daunting challenge. At the President's direction, we deployed both human assets and exquisite technologies that no other intelligence service in the world possesses, to a daunting challenge. At the President's direction, we deployed both human assets and exquisite technologies that no other intelligence service in the world possesses, to a daunting challenge. At the President's direction, we deployed both human assets and exquisite technologies that no other intelligence service in the world possesses, to a daunting challenge.
Небо треснуло над крышей, капли будто черный яд. Я не чувствую, не слышу, только вижу этот ад. Люди ходят как обломки, собирая пустоту. Каждый прячет свой осколок, но живет в одном бреду. Слишком поздно что-то менять. Этот мир уже не спасти.
direction,
Это пиздец, сначала без дна. Рвется реальность, как струна. Крики тонут в глухоте. Мы сгораем в темноте. Это пиздец, он в тебе, он во мне. Он как тень на каждой стене. И чем дальше, тем сильней.
At the President's direction, we deployed both human assets and exquisite technology that no other intelligence service in the world possesses. A daunting challenge. At the President's
Ложится на сознании, стирая лица и имена. Каждый день как наказание, без причины, без конца. Свет мигает и ломается, как и все внутри меня. Этот мир не просыпается, он давно сошел с ума.
no other intelligence service in the world possesses. To a daunting challenge. At the President's direction, we deployed both human assets and exquisite technology that no other intelligence service in the world possesses.
Раз за разом вниз скользишь.
At the President's direction, we deployed both human assets and
Пиздец,
exquisite
без начала,
technology that
без
no other
дна.
intelligence service in the world possesses.
Рвется реальность, как струна. Крики тонут в глухоте. Мы сгораем в темноте. Этот пиздец, он в тебе, он во мне. Он как тень на каждой стене. И чем дальше, тем темней. И уже нету пути.
At the President's direction, we deployed both human assets and exquisite technology no other intelligence service in the world possesses. To a daunting challenge. At the President's direction, we deployed both human assets and exquisite technology no other intelligence service in the world possesses. To a daunting challenge. At the President's direction, we deployed both human assets and exquisite technologies that no other intelligence service in the world possesses. To a daunting challenge. At the President's direction, we deployed both human assets and exquisite technologies that no other intelligence service in the world possesses. To a daunting challenge. At the President's direction, we deployed both human assets
10 years
and exquisite technologies that no other intelligence service in the world possesses.
until about 8 months ago was amazing. Didn't tell lies. Almost everything he said was accurate. Really stood up for this country, did the best he could, went through hell, and we changed the world for the good. Much better Supreme Court, the list goes on and on. The border shut down, trying to stop war with Russia, all of it. Putting RFK in, all of it. And we saw him start changing course when Elon Musk left and said there's big problems here. And then the neo...
They, because they're cut off from God, they no longer have grace. They don't even know the economy of grace. And by that I mean in the sense they don't even know what helps that God is going to give to different people to get their lives together. That they have no access to any of that knowledge. They don't have any of that. They don't have, they hate each other. They can't stand each other. So they don't even have the common...
They hate each other?
Yeah, they completely hate each other. And so
they do.
Yeah, and so as a result of that, the only reason they get along is because they have a common end, which is to take us down, right?
Man, you're describing people I know.
Well, I'm getting there,
I'm
Tucker.
sorry,
that's
you are.
I'm getting there. So the only thing that's left with the demons is because they were created in a hierarchy, so how intelligent they are, they have a will that's proportionately intelligent, is strong to that intelligence. And different demons have different degrees of intelligence. And so basically what that means is that one demon's will is stronger than another's. So in hell, there's only one thing that's left, and that's raw power. And so what happens but that power is melded with malice and self-servitude and that type of thing. And so what happens is that when you see people that go into positions of power, that attracts the demons because they know if I can get control of this guy, then I can then I can basically use his power that he has to cause all this other damage or to take other people down. that means there's two. So as I mentioned, a lot of the Christian leaders, they go with the right intentions. But when you're talking about politics or in the civil affairs where power is involved, sometimes people go in with the right intentions, but then they get corrupted afterwards because the demons start. When you get that high profile, the demons are going to be really spending a lot of time and energy trying to take you down. But the other side of it is that, and we've seen this even in the Catholic Church, they'll get the wrong types of people into positions of authority. They know this particular person has this defect. They'll give the person the inspiration. You should go into politics. You should.
Israel swooped in and basically has full control. Since then, when you watch the cabinet meetings, it is a sycophantic worship session. Trump began to switch his policies up on everything from glyphosate to so-called skilled visas. You saw him pull ICE out, and now deportations are way down. He has made a dramatic turn away from what classic MAGA was. And so it is with great horror that I have to speak out against Trump, because make no mistake, on the other side, we have people like the Virginia governor, Spanberger, who's a total CIA demon, and Gavin Newsom, Patrick Bateman. I mean, we know they are evil and they got their act together. And they are coming after our families, our children, our future. They want the carbon taxes, Trump killing the carbon taxes. That global thing is in trouble everywhere. It's falling apart.
I wouldn't really speak about any domineering pose. It doesn't mean that this new multipolar world should have any hegemons, because no one is speaking about this. Not in BRICS, not in the SCO. Everyone has equal rights in this multipolar world. And from international law point of view, everyone must have equal rights, must be in the similar position. Yes, there are economic giants like India or China, and actually our country is among top 4 biggest economies if we speak about the purchasing power parity. These are the current realities. That's not something that we would like to have. That's what international organizations calculate, but it doesn't mean that anyone should dominate over the politics or over global security. So we do not believe that there should be some domination. Everyone must be equal.
Beautiful. There's estimates that it'll kill 2 billion people if they cut carbon in half in the next 10 years. You see what's happened in the Strait of Hormuz. That's just a little bit. This is all Great Reset 2.0. And everybody's saying that now. Catherine Austin Fitts, great economist, says Iran war is COVID 2.0. I've been saying that since before it began. That would be their COVID 2.0 to derail his recovery, which has happened. So it is with great horror and pain that I have to very aggressively oppose this new megalomaniacal creature that inhabits the White House, because I've been through hell to defend the president. I've gotten no support back, never asked for it from him. All I've gotten is blood, sweat, and tears, because I knew it was the right thing to do. And the left's got this talking point that all of us that ever supported him, we were wrong. No, Trump didn't want to have the lockdowns, didn't want to continue them, didn't want to do 4 shots like you, and doesn't want nuclear war with Russia. And I could go on and on. And doesn't want to cut little boys' penises off. I don't want to hear it from you. We're not like you when you follow your evil leaders off the edge of a cliff. We're not in a cult. We're not in a cult of personality. We supported Trump because he was night and day compared to the globalists, the Democrats, the left, the UN, the WEF worldwide, and they came after him, and they came after those of us that supported him. But this is a new, different Trump. Again, my mom's dad, one of the smartest people I ever knew. His son, my uncle, one of the greatest men I ever knew. He died of pneumonia, so his brain was there when he went into a coma. With my grandfather, he had a stroke after heart surgery, and it was like going from an angel to Rumpelstiltskin. for that last year. And so this stuff happens, okay? Under the stress and under all the Sudafed he takes and all the bad stuff he eats and everything else and sleep deprivation, which I said 6 months ago, it's sleep deprivation. He looks really unhealthy. His belly's swole up. His calves have swole up. Whatever he was doing right before the campaign was great. He looked a lot better, lost a bunch of weight, was playing golf every day, getting rest. Anybody would crack under that. Anybody. So I'm not making excuses for it. I'm just saying what it is. So let's get this clear. When you make statements, and I'll go over the definitions in a moment, like a whole civilization will die tonight, never to be brought back again, that is the most simple, clear definition of genocide I've ever heard. I'll read you a whole bunch of the mainline ones, and you'll see, my God, he crystallized it so perfectly. I will end your civilization, your culture, never to be brought back again. That's what genocide's about, a people, a thing, with mass death. I will totally annihilate your country. He said that too yesterday. It'd be like in Mars Attacks when they show up and they start just blasting all the capitals. And they're already blowing up the bridges and power plants. They already blew up Kurg Island. U.S. military strikes Kurg Island with Israel, Iran's main oil export hub. U.S. strikes Kurg Island. American official confirms. The Iranians have broken off communication with us 100%. While Trump declares a deal's about to happen, J.D. Vance said, yeah, I sure hope they back down because we're going to totally destroy them. Serious nuclear weapons fears. You have Israeli cabinet members on TV, I played it yesterday, saying, we got nukes, we got neutron bombs, we should go ahead and hit them. And the minister that's right under Netanyahu is even more crazy than him, is like, yeah, don't tell them the secret. And they're all laughing about it. Like it's funny. It's not funny. And just from the public relations standpoint, you don't want your president sounding like a Marvel comic supervillain who's in some space station with destructo beams saying, give me control of your nations, or I will start vaporizing your capitals and then your entire country. Or like Cobra Commander. If you do not hand over complete control to me, unconditional surrender, I will destroy your entire civilization. Hail Cobra. I mean, who is this, Thanos or something from Endgame? Trump's making the Joker look like a good guy. So this is a political disaster. His approval rating is down to 33. I predict he'll even go lower now. He was 56 8 months ago at his height. That's Democrats and Republicans being polled in independents. This is a mega disaster. Already started to derail his recovery that was working. And then you've got all of the enemies of Trump and the never-Trumper neocon Israeli operatives literally saying all of us need to be put in prison. We need to be killed, the rhetoric is now. They are foaming at the mouth. How dare you not want a new total war? How dare you not want to destroy a whole civilization? How dare you not want the Strait of Hormuz shut down? And then you have the flip-flopping. Oh, I don't need the Strait of Hormuz. It's your problem. Everybody else, you go free it. When our own Navy says we can't because of the installations and how many weapons they've got there. It's a shooting gallery. It's a trap. And he's like, I don't want it. Open that effing thing right now. I'll destroy your entire civilization. I'll destroy your whole country. Allah Akbar. God is great. Allah is great. I mean, what? It's cuckoo town. And 20 plus times he said the war is won. And they're getting ready to physically go into Kurg Island. That's the military's been told they're going in. Now, sometimes Trump can pull back, but that looks like it's happening. What have we gotten wrong so far in 38, 39 days? I've gotten 0 wrong. Dead on. Everything the neocon said about the regime will fall in 3 to 4 days, 100% wrong. And what happens in the escalation ladder? Let's use nukes. Now the Russians are talking about using nukes in Ukraine. See how that works? You can use them, we can use them. It's called a threat escalatory ladder. It's what all militaries at the war planning level study. It's what they follow. It's called war doctrine. And it's just like mathematics with probabilities. Pentagon said less than a 10% chance of success. And were they right? Yes. But there were commanders, like the head of CENTCOM, that said, no, we can do it. And now the Iranians are volunteering to go to the bridges and power plants all over the country and form human shields. So there'll be videotape of them all dying when the attack comes. But Trump's already done it. Wall Street Journal, Fox News reporting. Oh, Trump says if it looks like there's any movement from them, he'll extend the deadline again. So not only is he acting like a supervillain that has real weapons, can destroy the planet, he's then, this is the fourth time he's moved the goalposts. I mean, if you're going to make supervillain ultimatums, supervillain statements, well, then you better follow through. And I'm not saying follow through, but that's the weirdest message to send. It's the worst. And if they would have fallen in 4 days, I'd stand back and say this is incredible. But watch Israel try to put in some Al-Qaeda leader or something like that in Syria, or some puppet dictator. That's why I don't trust his regime change. But I'd have been, wow, this is incredible. Trump is just magic. He has a magic touch. Snatching Maduro was daring and incredibly executed, and nobody else could do something like that but us. But Iran's a whole different kettle of fish, whole different barrel of snakes. And you see that. So I am in the twilight zone right now. I am officially in the twilight zone right now. And I'm sitting there watching Trump wreck MAGA, wreck the Republicans, wreck the world economy, maybe wreck the planet physically. And then I'm just looking over at the Democrats, smiling and giggling and everything else when they did nothing in Congress to block this. Playing with fire, gambling again. There should be a coalition of Republicans and Democrats, and they should vote in on the war powers and say you don't have it, and they should cut the damn funding of this. My God, what's it going to take? Trump ending the world? Instead, they love it. Oh, they'll protest it with the Muslims and march around with Mondami with all their Red Green Alliance crap. And I've got to sit here and know they're breathing down my neck. They want to put me in prison. Trump was our lifeboat. And then our lifeboat set itself on fire. And now I'm like, what do we do? And people are treating this like, what side are you on? Are you pro-Mullah? Are you pro-America? They blew up our barracks, so now it's revenge. And back in the I think we've had enough revenge already on them. It's crazy town. Absolute crazy town. Because it's not going to work. The strait is closed. It's derailing the recovery. And then Trump has to double down to Mars attacks level, to Independence Day. We should be roll that ass for the vaporizing the capitals. And this is just archetypally villainish. This is archetypally tyrannical. This is bad guy stuff. Dress like the bad guy. At least Bill Gates, while he mass murders, wears a pink sweater and goes, oh, hi, oh, liberal. The left puts women in charge to annihilate everything so that we archetypally think of a woman's non-threatening. No, this is like the Nazis in black uniforms with skull pins on their hats. This is real death. This is where we love bombs. Where our diplomacy is bombs. Do what we want are bombs. Even when you're doing that, you say, we're really sad we have to do this. We're really sorry about the schoolgirls. They're like, oh, big deal. Most of our other missiles hit their targets. Who cares? The whole world sees that. The dirty, rat-like nature of the neocons. And the Israelis all over TV giggling and laughing about nuclear weapons and killing them all and quoting Bible verses about genocide and just acting like somebody plugged them into a light socket. They're just, It's demonic. And here's Tucker Carlson and Nick Fuentes asking, is President Trump the Antichrist? No, but this is an Antichrist spirit creeping into the White House where he's Jesus, he's going to save us, we have to worship him. All of them comparing him to Jesus, comparing the weapons officer shot down on the plane to Jesus. I mean, this is cultic stuff. And it is an Antichrist spirit. You know, the Bible tells us many times there are many Antichrists and an Antichrist spirit. And I don't think Trump's a devil worshiper. I don't think he gets on his knees and prays the devil. I think he's under a demonic spell. And the preachers around him act very demonic. He's under a delusion that he's the savior. No, the Antichrist knows he's the Antichrist, but there are many that come in the form precursors to the Antichrist. Just like you have Abraham, and then you have David, and then you have Jesus. And it's the same repeat. Well, you have that with the Antichrist. But definitely this type of activity is ushering in Antichrist-type behavior. The Iranians think they're triggering the return of the Mahdi, or the final Messiah. A bunch of sects of the Jews think that and say that everywhere. And the Christian evangelicals, the dispensationalists, believe that. Well, how do you bring Jesus back before the Antichrist is here? No, they're going to say the Antichrist is the Messiah. And you're going to have the Jews and the Muslims and a lot of the Christians say he's it. See how the setup? And then the real Christians that see through it are going to be executed. It's all in the Bible. But oh no, the churches are saying we're going right to the end of the world, right to Jesus, and blowing up Iran makes Jesus come back. Really, where's the Antichrist? Where's the tribulation? Where's the mark of the beast? It's all coming in, but it ain't here yet. You can hear the train coming, but it ain't here yet. It's a few miles down the road, but it ain't here. Anybody can see that. But it is being fulfilled. The beast, the cashless society, the AI, the social credit score. You don't act like we want and do what we say and let us track you every move. You don't eat. It's here. So let's go to Tucker and Nick Fuentes. You just got my take on it. And then we're going to come back and get into where this is going, the ultimatum tonight. I think just because Trump blinked this time for the fourth time, I don't think that might be a feint. I think Israel's going to hit him. Let's go to these clips. Here it is.
And you have to think through, like, could there be a spiritual component to what we're watching? Is it just a conventional escalation ladder in a badly thought out war with ill-defined goals, and we just wound up in this really tough place where we face either humiliation on the one side or a nuclear launch on the other? That's part of what it is, but could it be something bigger than that? Is it possible that what you're watching is a very stealthy yet incredibly effective attack on what, from a Christian perspective, is the true faith, belief in Jesus? Is that what really is under attack here? Maybe that's what's been under attack for a long time, maybe our whole lifetime. Maybe almost everything we see is an attack on that faith, the one faith that is always attacked, always and everywhere for 2,000 years. It's one. Many faiths have been attacked. Many religious people of different religions have been killed over the past 2,000 years. But there's been only one sustained effort to exterminate a faith, and that's the Christian faith. Could that be part of it? And is it possible that the president sees this not just in geostrategic terms, in military terms, in economic terms, got open and straight? Okay. Is it possible the president sees this in bigger terms? Sees this as the fulfillment of something or the elevation to some higher office beyond President of the United States? That's entirely possible. And that's not an attack, but it's also not a guess. Because at every turn since the inauguration last January, there have been religious leaders on the scene telling us out loud, most of us ignored it because we're just so secular, we just sort of ignore it. Got some sleazy Southern Baptist preacher who says whatever for money. Okay, got it. We've ignored that this could actually be real. There's something going on here.
To me, I just feel like it's a little bit too late. I feel like Woody Harrelson in 2012. Remember that movie? And Woody Harrelson played that character that predicted the end of the world. And it's like, hey, man, I tried to tell everybody. I tried to let you know that this was coming. Now everybody wants to prep. Now everybody's saying, what do we do? How do we stop this? What can we tell our congressmen? Can we call Congress? And I'm like, listen, it's great. I'm happy that you made it this far. I appreciate you signed the apology form. It's a little late in the game for that. The Antichrist is president. Okay. The Antichrist is president. The red heifer has been born. We are at war with Iran. The Strait of Hormuz is closed. At this point, reasonably, what really do you think is going to happen? What do you think is this is the end game. This is it. People are coming to the show now in 2026. The bombs have already dropped. Purim was last month, and people go, Mr. Fuentes, there's too many of them. What are we going to do? I'm like, I told you not to vote for Trump. The Antichrist was on the ballot. They practically said, Antichrist 2024, Gog and Magog and Armageddon. Like, you voted for this. I told you not to. Now you ask me, what can we do? Well, it's too late. There's nothing that can be done. So, for the past 6 weeks, we're talking about the latest, the developments, the updates, and so forth. But honestly, I'm like, guys, we just got to go into the mountains. It's time. It's time to go into the nuclear bunker. It's time to go to New Zealand. It's just time to get a clue. It's getting a little too real, and maybe it's just time to face the music. Maybe it's time to face reality. Okay, this is it.
What have I been reporting the last year and a half? It's come out in the news. All these elites have been moving to Patagonia down in South America. They've been moving to New Zealand. And then the ones that aren't as rich, they're just building giant bunkers and getting huge yachts too. This is serious stuff, folks. Trump says he's going to destroy a whole civilization tonight. We'll come back with the latest. Stay with me. So, CIA declassified documents last week, Operation Artichoke to poison vaccines, food supply, and the water to dumb us down and make us controllable. Now new documents about ESP.
Standing on the front of the Third World War, fearing the freedom we're fighting for. Doesn't even matter who's right or wrong. We'll rewrite the words, you can sing along. Today's gonna be the day that cuts you down to size. The doomsday clock says you don't have the time. I'm just a mirror hanging on the wall in the house of God. I'm just a mirror hanging on the wall in the house of God. Another holy war, another genocide, another evil Christ being crucified. The doomsday clock says you don't have the time. I'm just a mirror hanging on the wall in the house of God. I'm just a mirror hanging on the wall in the house of God. Another holy war, another genocide, another reborn Christ being crucified. The doomsday clock says you don't have the time. Another suicide, another kingdom falls, another world religion consumes us all. We are just mirrors hanging on the wall in the house of God. We are just mirrors hanging on the wall in the house of God. Standing on the front of the Third World War, fearing the freedom we're fighting for. Doesn't even matter who's right or wrong, we'll rewrite the words, you can sing along. Today's gonna be the day that cuts you down to size. The doomsday clock says you don't have the time. I'm just a mirror hanging on the wall in the house of God. I'm just a mirror hanging on the wall in the house of God. Another suicide, another kingdom falls, another world religion consumes us all. We are just mirrors hanging on the wall in the house of God. We are just mirrors hanging on the wall in the house of God. What we are looking at right now is a staging operation in the United States of Israel of preparing, if the deal is not made, there will be an increase in strikes against Iran. Standing on the front of the Third World War, fearing the freedom we're fighting for. Doesn't even matter who's right or wrong, we'll rewrite the words, you can sing along. Today's gonna be the day that cuts you down to size. The doomsday clock says you don't have the time. Operation at the Fury was unfolding before our eyes. Official confirming to Fox News that the Israelis have started strike.
And hit Berlin and bombed a bunch of government buildings, and it pissed Hitler off. So he then diverted, and Hermann Goering told him, don't do it, head of the Luftwaffe. Well, what a character there. Talking about Baron Harkonnen, for real. And they shifted to just carpet bombing London. And then the world looked, oh, they're carpet bombing London. And then we mercilessly then hit them with 1,000 times they were into London, blew up, burned, destroyed every city. By the way, it made the Germans fight harder. Hitting non-military targets, just vengeful, stupid. And Kurt Vonnegut got shot down, and so the Slaughterhouse book, was it Slaughterhouse 5 or 9? I can't remember. Look up Kurt Vonnegut Slaughterhouse. He's being kept in an old slaughterhouse, and then the very bombers bomb him and almost kill him and kill a bunch of the other POWs, and he's just like, ah! Because there he was, already not liking bombing civilians. Now he's shot down. Now he's being bombed by his buddies.
That was very alarming, the way you said that, at least.
Yeah, well, because of the circumstances and where it was, I can't get into too much specifics, but it was elaborating on some stuff that we'd asked for, and it was important to get this person in a secure setting to where we could ask him these questions. And there was somebody in the meeting with us, one of my colleagues, I guess you'd say, was basically there just to kind of upset the apple cart and to throw a monkey wrench into the deal. And every time a question was asked by this particular party, it was really the answers were out there, and they gave them, and they gave specifics, they gave addresses, they gave times and dates and people that were in the meeting. And this went all the way up to the executive branch of previous presidents, not this current president.
So there have been different reports over the years. Some reports that there have been pieces of machinery that were found that did not seem earthly. And then there have been reports about life that is not earthly. Which one of those two, or both, are you talking about? A form of life that is not earthly, or of just something mechanical that's not earthly?
I'd say you'd be safe to say both.
The way you described this, whatever happened at this meeting, this briefing that was happening, was there something that if we knew, we would feel that we are in danger? You said you wouldn't sleep at night if you knew the things that I saw in these briefings.
Yeah,
Should we believe that that's the part where it seemed alarming?
I don't think we're at danger of this. I mean, if these things exist as I think they do, they could have destroyed us with a blink of an eye. I just don't see that, and I think that's. I just think, but I do think they have the technology and the capabilities of something that we can't understand or we can't grasp.
What I want to make sure I'm understanding is a member of our government has told you and others, I guess, that there is a form of alien life and machinery which maybe brought this living creature here that interacted in some form with people?
Yeah, they have, and they've. It's pretty wild. I know. But I'm just telling you, I'm not going to lie to you. I'd take a lie to tell you. You want to put me on a polygraph, I'll take it. But this is what the guy told me. I mean, I've had a very high-ranking naval official describe. I've talked about this before. Underwater craft, something big as a football field, moving at over 200 miles an hour. And there's no fish in the ocean that would do that. We don't even have a sub that'll probably do 40 miles an hour under the. And the last thing he said before he left my office was, it was kind of weird because he didn't go out he went out the side door, which nobody ever uses. And he looked at me, he pulled me up close, and he said, "Tim, they're real." And that's the last thing he said to me. That'll be the title of my book, I guess. Matt Gaetz was involved in something here just recently. He was interviewed, and he talked about this interbreeding thing with.
We saw that. We saw that.
Yeah. Well, that's a true story. That was military personnel. I think that would be a good story to talk to him about if you all can do that.
Right. He says he learned that from someone in the military.
Yeah, absolutely. It was a guy, it was an officer in uniform. Yeah. And Matt and I and Representative Luna, we all went down to Florida, and we were turned away. And then Matt made a phone call to somebody at the Pentagon, and all of a sudden they opened the doors and brought the pilots in that were supposed to tell us the story in the first place. And he can probably elaborate a little bit more on that. But that was pretty fantastic. That was a made-for-TV special right there in itself.
I'll pull it up. Kurt Vonnegut Slaughterhouse, I'll pull it up. My factoiding, I have to have it. Factoiding is what I do. You just go to the old searchy-worchy. Slaughterhouse 5, there you go. The Children's Crusade, A Duty Dance with Death. I heard that when I was like 20. Powerful. See, I've actually read a bunch of books written by the guys that did it. Oh, and both my grandfathers, too. Yes, my dad's dad, again, did all of his 22 missions out of North Africa and volunteered for a whole nother one once they went into Italy. And right before that, because we didn't know until he died, we got his papers. They strafed their base. He got hurt, Purple Heart. He was a captain, so he didn't go out. And that flight, they got blown up over Europe. And they said, "Jerry, you're done. You've done your missions. Thank God, or I wouldn't be here." But to those guys, it wasn't a macho thing. It was their buddies up there. They couldn't, you only had to do 22 missions, but on average, about 15% of the planes didn't come back. Some missions, over half were lost. This is like startup. This was like, you're going in a B-17 or a flying coffin Liberator, and here come 200 Messerschmitts or Focke-Wulfs. and you're just Swiss cheese in there getting blasted in there, and you're 50 cal. But just imagine where we're at this point, ladies and gentlemen. And now like a little Jeffrey Dahmer with a magnifying glass pulling the legs off of a bug, getting off on his power. That's what the neocons in Israel are. We'll destroy your whole civilization. We'll annihilate you. We'll bring you down. You better give up right now. Meanwhile, now Trump's backing off for a fourth time. Oh, a glimmer of progress. Maybe we won't launch it tonight. The Iranians have killed Contact, Wall Street Journal. We look like fools. The world economy is...
Some who claim that they have the gift of tongues and prophecy and interpretation and the like, but upon close scrutiny, it's clear that they do not. For instance, there is one case in which a priest who was a linguist was invited to one of their meetings. When they began to speak in tongues, the priest got up and walked out. Someone went after him to ask why he left. He said that he had recognized one of the languages, and that the person speaking that language was actually praising Satan. Yes, it is a fact that Satan can move people to speak languages they do not know. Some who claim that they have the gift of tongues and prophecy and interpretation and the like, but upon close scrutiny, it's clear that they do not. For instance, there is one case in which a priest who was a linguist was invited to one of their meetings. When they began to speak in tongues, the priest got up and walked out. Someone went after him to ask why he left. He said that he had recognized one of the languages, and that the person speaking that language was actually praising Satan. Yes, it is a fact that Satan can move people to speak languages they do not know. Some who claim that they have the gift of tongues and prophecy and interpretation and the like, but upon close scrutiny, it's clear that they do not. For instance, there is one case in which a priest who was a linguist was invited to one of their meetings. When they began to speak in tongues, the priest got up and walked out. Someone went after him to ask why he left. He said that he had recognized one of the languages, and that the person speaking that language was actually praising Satan. Yes, it is a fact that Satan can move people to speak languages they do not know. Some who claim that they have the gift of tongues and prophecy and interpretation and the like, but upon close scrutiny, it's clear that they do not. For instance, there is one case in which a priest who was a linguist was invited to one of their meetings. When they began to speak in tongues, the priest got up and walked out. Someone went after him to ask why he left. He said that he had recognized one of the languages, and that the person speaking that language was actually praising Satan. Yes, it is a fact that Satan can move people to speak languages they do not know.
Plunging. We're being seen as the villains. We're little Israel now. Yeah, Israel's the boss. It's true. Head of the ADL says, I'll get you shut down and debanked. Anybody saying Israel started this war is an anti-Semite. You frickin' started it. You admitted. You're bulldogging it. You're attacking Congress, pushing them to do it. What the hell is your problem, you damn supervillain? I'm not like, oh, God, Israel's doing horrible stuff. I get to attack Jews. Everybody knows that's not where I even wanted to go. I didn't want to get in this position. I didn't want Israel to act like this. But, man, I tell you, you talk about becoming a villain or just reveling in it, you're crazy. But I guess it's like gambling, though. Just the people running Israel get off on this. This is the danger. It's thrilling. They're on the TV. We're going to nuke them to Trump. And they're like having orgasms for like 5 minutes on TV. I watch all these shows, and they act like a bunch of crazy people.
No, I'm scared of the people who believe it. I'm scared of the family with the red hoodie who live in a large house in Eyes Wide Shut. I also happen to know Stanley Kubrick's cameraman, and he said I used to work with him. He was a freelance cameraman. I worked a lot on very high-end stuff on drama at the BBC. And he got this job for 4 years with Stanley Kubrick. And we used to drink and in the bar. And when the film came out, I said, wow, it looked amazing. Your work is incredible. He said, it's not in the film.
Trump's openly genocidal threat ignites global panic. Military needs to revolt. I'm not saying that. This is all so dangerous, ladies and gentlemen. Let's start going to clips. Here's, God, I got so many. I got to get going here. Oh, the phone's up too. Here's J.D. Vance creating more of a panic, saying, I sure hope you give up because it is really horrible. We're going to be totally destroyed. Here it is.
But we feel confident that we can get a response, whether it's positive or negative. We're going to get a response from the Iranians by 8 o'clock tonight. I hope they make the right response, because what we really want is we want a world where oil and gas is flowing freely, where people can afford to heat their homes and cool their homes, where people can afford to transport themselves to work. That's not going to happen if the Iranians are engaged in acts of economic terrorism. So they've got to know we've got tools in our toolkit that we so far haven't decided to use. The President of the United States can decide to use them, and he will decide to use them if the Iranians don't change their course of conduct.
Oh, so it's not we're just going to blow up power plants and bridges. No, we got other tools, and you've got people saying, let's use nukes. And again, I like J.D. Vance. He's a likable guy, smart. He's doing what Trump tells him. I'm not even saying he's a bad guy, but here's the deal. Iran's terrorists using the only leverage they have to block the strait of Western oil when they're being bombed and blown up and their infrastructure destroyed. What are you talking about? How dare Iran, when we're punching them in the nose, put their hands up? I mean, come on, man. Nobody likes this underdog stuff. You have made Iran the underdog. You have made the U.S. the bully in Israel, and people are just watching us pound them in the face, sitting on top of them, and people don't like it. It's sick.
One case that I had, it's the only case I've ever had of Satan as the possessor. Those kinds of cases are very, very rare, even historically. And the only reason I thought he was actually, this has got to be the guy, is because he was trying to kill this woman and that he was possessing. And he was also, for 3 straight days, I beat this guy ruthlessly in a session, and he just lied all the time. Even when it would go better for him, if he just told the truth, he would just lie. Which is what Christ said about him. He said he was a liar and a murderer from the beginning. Yeah. So, but anyway, at a certain point, what came out was, so in heaven there are nemesis. Just as Saint Michael fights against the demons, there's nemesis in heaven against the demons. So the demons actually have nemesis, specific holy people in heaven that actually combat them or deal with them. And very often it's because of the facts, like for example, the demon against the noonday devil is actually St. Catherine of Alexandria, because of the fact that she conquered him by conquering that particular aspect of human nature, which is the tendency of just being slothful and lazy, right? Well, in this particular case with Satan is the nemesis was St. Joan of Arc. And the reason it was St. Joan of Arc, as it starts to come out in the case, because you have a series of sessions and stuff starts to be revealed about the dynamics of the case and why Christ allowed it, and why is this particular demon possessing this person at this time and for whatever reason. And what basically came out is that St. Joan of Arc was the nemesis, because she actually showed up during one of the sessions. I don't see her, but the person who's possessed actually saw her appear, and the demon just completely freaked out and starts running straight at me. And when I'm watching him run straight at me, I'm like, he's not coming at me. He's trying to get away from something. She literally ran over the top of me and runs the woman that's possessed, but it was actually the demon, goes and cowers in the corner. And so I asked the woman, I said, what, after the session was over, I asked the woman what happened. She said, well, Joan of Arc appeared. That's how terrified they are of the people in heaven. Well, over the course of time, what came out is that the reason St. Joan of Arc was the nemesis of Satan in this particular case was because of the fact that St. Joan of Arc is the nemesis to Satan under the aspect of treason through ambition. Yeah. And
treason
through ambition. And the reason Joan of Arc is the nemesis of him under that aspect is because she was put to death by a bishop who was French, who was siding with the English so that he could get a higher bishopric. He could advance in the church. So he commits treason in order to advance himself. And that's what the ambition part is. That's a description of a vast majority of the politicians in this country.
So it's very obvious to me that demonic forces go after Christian leadership.
Yes.
It's one of the reasons.
And he called, and I said, listen, if you were to put odds on it, what were the odds that this is
part of the ritual?
The children have spoken about this in almost every instance. Also, human feces, or drinking the urine, or drinking human blood.
That's part of the ritual.
Right.
I have an old 3-inch scar here on my wrist where my friends used to cut.
Yet details that were told to us in interviews conducted across the country were later verified by authorities, who say there are consistent telltale clues. And they provide a checklist of 6 satanic practices to look for. For example, being placed inside a coffin. It's an experience that many children are describing.
Well, the adults would dig up the caskets from the graveyards, and all the members, including the children, were made to lay in the remains of whatever was in the casket.
Get in a casket with a decomposed body.
Right, and then the casket was closed, and they would be lowered into the ground.
Because one of the primary focuses of these people is death.
Another indicator, satanic paraphernalia. In every case, the children talk about precisely the same setting.
They described a satanic goat's head being on the wall over the table. They described a lot of candles. And they describe...
Colors mean anything?
Yeah, the red ones would be used for some types of sexual rituals.
People who are doing sexual magic. This would be used for ordinary ceremonies and also for ceremonies where you'd be throwing a curse on somebody.
Another indicator, kidnapping. In almost every case, the children have talked about children who were snatched and later sacrificed.
They were taught to aid in the kidnapping of children. What they would do is the kids would go and play with the children and then tell them that they were either going to go to a party or that there was some toys or whatever and get them so they weren't on the move, and then her father and other members would grab the kids.
Sir, I question 2 million children missing in the United States, knowing that many of those are not runaways and are so young that they couldn't run away anyway.
Number 4, sexual abuse aimed at destroying faith in God. It's being...
It seems to go hand in hand.
The belief system within a child, to make a child turn against what they believe in terms of who they are, of who God is, and to desecrate all manner of flesh, all manner of church institution, all manner of sign and symbol that a child could in any way.
This is how you win a Nobel Peace Prize. You threaten to
bomb them all. You know, they can't have a nuke. That's what we say. Iran can't have a nuke. So Netanyahu and I are threatening to nuke them. That's what we're going to do. Because they can't have a nuke. If they had a nuke, they'd use a nuke. So we're going to use our nuke on them. Nuke them all. And I saw that the Iranians, you know, we say how brave fighters they are. And looks like they finally decided to stand up for themselves. They're organizing, they're gathering at power plants and bridges because I said I was going to bomb them. They are standing up for themselves. We're going to bomb them anyway. That's what we're going to do. In fact, I called Netanyahu. I said, Bibi, what are we going to do? Bunch of people on the bridge now. Bunch of people by the power plant. What are we going to do, Bibi? He said, bomb them all. They all must die. Kill all of them. I said, wow, well, I don't want you to release those tapes. Don't want you to release the files. So, probably gonna have to do it. Probably gonna have to do it. Annihilate them all. I don't know how many dead they'll be. Anyway, your gas is $5 a gallon. Your beef is $10 a pound. It's called winning. Okay, it's called winning. And if you don't like that, you must be a radical liberal or a Muslim or something. I don't know. I said praise Allah, but nobody really knows what's going on anymore. Anyway, right when the stock market closes, we're going to be bombing them all. Somebody said, oh, Donald, there's kids, there's women and children. I said, so what? We kill them all the time, haven't you noticed? Right out of Israel's flavor. I said, how can you do that? They said, the trick is you just don't care. You just don't care and you view them as less. That's what you do. So that's what we're doing now. They're calling it Power Plant and Bridge Day to celebrate my annihilation, psychotic behavior. That's what it is. It's psychotic annihilation behavior. But I'm the president now. We're going to do what I want. When it's all said and done, the economy will be completely destroyed. But you can go visit Trump Library in Miami, and we'll let you visit for free. You can even go worship the golden Trump statue we're putting up. It's going to be the biggest of all time.
Yeah, I'm a praxis. In the shadows I dwell, keeper of secrets. In the toll of the bell, in the chaos I thrive, where the darkness ignites. Wrestling with demons in the depths of the night. Born from the void, I emerge from the pain, with the weight of the cosmos and the mind of a saint. Juggler of fate, watch the worlds collide in the this labyrinth of sin, there's nowhere to hide. Feel the whispers of doom, got my finger on the pulse. Every soul be a pawn in this game I convulse. Spin fire and ice, I'm the balance supreme. Waking nightmares, living out your worst dreams. Yeah, I'm a praxis, in the shadows I dwell. Keeper of secrets, hear the toll of the bell. In the chaos I thrive, where the darkness ignites. Wrestling with demons in the depths of the night. Dancing on the edges where the light can't reach. Eclipsed in the sun, my life is a speech. In this abyss, every choice like a blade. Cutting through the silence, watch the masquerade. From the ashes I rise, with the power attained. In a world full of fakes, yeah, I'm breaking the chains. Got the shadows in my blood, I embrace the unknown. In the depths of despair, I have finally grown. Yeah, I'm a praxis, in the shadows I dwell. Keeper of secrets, hear the toll of the bell. In the chaos I thrive, where the darkness ignites. Wrestling with demons in the depths of the night. Echoes in the silence, listen to their calls. I'm the architect of chaos, watch the kingdom fall. With the crown of thorns, I am cursed yet divine. In the realm of the lost, I forever entwine. So step to the shadows, feel the power ignite. I'm Abraxas, the darkness, in the dead of the night. With the breath of destruction, I'll rewrite the fate. In this dark-sided game, welcome to my estate.
microwave everybody instantly. And then we got a whole other classes of what you call neutron bomb class stuff. And the Pentagon was crazy enough, and Israel's crazy enough. You know, we've got it, they got it. Neutron bombs are easy to make. They've had it since the 60s that we know of. Then you just hit all the main, the main Little Capital and a few other areas with neutron bombs. The problem is you'll kill everybody else. Depending on the size of the neutron bomb. But even if they have a miniaturized, by miniaturized, I mean smaller radius areas. I don't know if they have that. You have to kill you have to kill hundreds of thousands of people to get all the missiles. You'd have to hit them at their command and control sites all over the country. You'd have to hit small neutron bombs or neutron bomb-like technologies all over the place. And you definitely get them because they'd all be dead. And for folks who don't know, there'd be some fires and stuff and car wrecks and things. And, stoves left on and things like that. There'd be a bunch of fires with a neutron bomb. The neutron bomb just puts out a powerful radiation blast. And people that get hit, directly by it die in like a few minutes. And then people that are even bunkered down are going to die in a few days. And it's meaner than hell, too. So you basically microwave everybody instantly. The Iranians are waiting until they see the whites of our eyes. Not good. All the fancy weapons aren't going to work so good then. Especially when you got thousands of miles of coastline stuff to deal with. Thousands of square miles. And it's a bowl of mountains all around it. So if you were going to create a scenario of the worst place to launch a beach invasion ever, a whole bunch of islands surrounded by huge mountains in a perfect bowl. Multi-thousand-foot sheer cliffs to even hit the mountains. Rat's nest of Iranian troops all in there. And you're like, well, we'll just go to full war with them. We'll use nuclear weapons if we have to. Yes, you would need to use neutron bombs. I only break down news and information that, from my research, I know to be the most accurate. And the same thing goes for our products and our sponsors. We have a lot of amazing supplements that are game-changing. So when I bring it out...
It's a little bit too late. I feel like Woody Harrelson in 2012. Remember that movie? And Woody Harrelson played that character that predicted the end of the world. And it's like, hey man, I tried to tell everybody. I tried to let you know that this was coming. Now everybody wants to prep. Now everybody's saying, what do we do? How do we stop this? What can we tell our congressmen? Can we call Congress? And I'm like, listen, it's great. I'm happy that you made it this far. I appreciate you signed the apology form. It's a little late in the game for that. The Antichrist is president. Okay. The Antichrist is president. The red heifer has been born. We are at war with Iran. The Strait of Hormuz is closed. At this point, reasonably, what really do you think is going to happen? What do you think is going to happen? This is the end game. This is it. People are coming to the show now in 2026. The bombs have already dropped. Purim was last month, and people go, Mr. Fuentes, there's too many of them. What are we going to do? I'm like, I told you not to vote for Trump. The Antichrist was on the ballot. They practically said, Antichrist 2024, Gog and Magog and Armageddon. Like, you voted for this. I
I told you not to. Now you ask me what can we do? Well, it's too late. There's
in the void of my mind, I'm a thing of dark design. All the doors locked from the outside. Every echo feels like my crime. I find myself left behind again, talking to the ceiling like it's my only friend. I'm just here to take your time, burn your hours, blur the line, waiting out the warning signs till you're tangled up in mine. Your name is mystery, and I am mystified. You move like missing memory. I chase you every night. You're written in between the words where I can't quite read the lines. Your name is mystery, and I am mystified. You appear in the static of sleep, sharp smile, then you're out of my reach. Leave a shape in the dust on the screen like a clue that I'm scared to believe. I keep circling every almost touch, every half truth, half lie, never feels like enough. I'm just here to take your time, turn your questions into mine, waiting for a crooked sign that you're falling in my sky. Your name is mystery, and I am mystified. You move like missing memory. I chase you every night. You're written in between the words where I can't quite read the lines. Your name is mystery, and I am mystified. If I solve you, do you disappear? If I hold you, do you stay right here? I'm afraid that the answer is the thing I'll never find. So I circle the letters and keep you undefined. Your name is mystery, and I am mystified. You move like missing memory. I chase you every night. You're written in between the words wherever I can't quite read the lines. Your name is mystery, and I am mystified.
Really? You see this?
Yeah, so the number of people becoming diabolically obsessed through pornography and even possessed, we've seen a drastic uptick.
Really?
And yeah. You know, when I was first a priest, you know, people come to confession with a priest. So when I was first a priest, the guys that would confess pornography, you didn't hear that too often because you had to go buy it, and there was a shame involved. Well, now that it became ubiquitous on the internet, you can do it in the privacy of your home. The number of men that are confessing is almost, you know, it's pretty high up there. And so what we're seeing is that, but also the fact that a lot of the pornography is cursed to increase its addictive effect. That was one of the things that the Satanists taught the people in the porn industry. Curse the master copy, and then from that, the copies that are made will influence the people. And so they do that, and then people become...
So you believe the porn industry is controlled by Satanists?
I don't know if it's controlled by it. My impression is these are just bad dudes, for the most part. I think that they're influenced by them. It doesn't mean that there aren't Satanists that are involved in the porn industry. I suspect there probably are, but I just think that they're the ones who taught them, this is what you do, and this will boost the addictive effect of it. And so there's one exorcist who wasn't me, but there's another exorcist that I know of who's a good friend of mine. He had a case where the guy became possessed, and finally, there's a certain stage where the demon gets weak enough you can compel him. How did you get in? And he said, brother. And so then after the session, he asked the guy, what's what happened? And he said, yeah, it was, I think, he said, I would believe it's pornography. He said, I watched this one pornography that had this one woman on it. And then after that, something snapped or changed. And from that point on, I had to see every piece of pornography she ever made. I was just driven obsessively to find her. So this is so that's one of the ways that they get in. So to answer your question, there's a few things. One is prayer and fasting. If you pray, you should be praying regularly anyway. As a Christian, you should be praying. And if you're praying regularly, you can pray for your own protection. That's actually one of the reasons I give you the deliverance prayers for the lady, which is right there. But that book actually contains a number of prayers that are drafted. You don't have to use those. You can use your own. But this gives you kind of an outline or a structure that say, okay, this is how this works. So consistent prayer life, a disciplined prayer life. You have to be very disciplined. The second part of it is fasting, which is also true. Stop the sinning. The one thing that we have found, this is something that one of my lay assistants, this was about 3 years ago, we started noticing the pattern, because this is what we reach. We watch for patterns, because demons act in a very consistent way. And what we started noticing is the people that the demons attack, whether that's attacking their externals through oppression or through obsession, and even in temptation in some cases, are people that there's some area of their interior life that is undisciplined. They eat too much, or they're not, when it comes to chocolate, they're a little too indulgent, instead of just trying to moderate those things. Not that those things are bad, it's quite the contrary, they're good, but they have to be moderated. Or the person just doesn't moderate their irritation or anger or certain circumstances, things like that. So there's some area of their life that's undisciplined. Sometimes it's just they're not praying. You should be praying on a consistent basis every single day. I mean, if you really love God, if you really love Him, you're going to want to be with Him, and that occurs through prayer. A lot of people just don't do that.
Also, if you want
that a script is organized ideas. And if you don't write the script, it's almost the same as catching ideas when you read the script. You read a script, and the thing comes alive in your brain. And you see it, and you feel it, and you hear it. And that, those words conjuring that thing that comes alive in the brain is what you follow. When you catch original ideas, the same thing occurs in the brain. You see it, feel it, and hear it, and you just stay true to that. It doesn't really matter. It's the ideas that matter.
certainly the leaders of the American Christian churches, by and large, said absolutely nothing. And maybe because they said nothing, this accelerated. These are the same people who sort of didn't notice somehow that on Inauguration Day, the president did not take his oath of office with his hand on the Bible. His wife stood next to him holding it. I was about 15 feet away and saw it, but he did not put his hand on the Bible. And that should have been maybe a clue that we need to pause and think about, what is this? Why wouldn't you put your hand on the Bible? If you don't believe in the Bible, you think it's just a book, there's no cost to you to putting your hand on it, just kind of following the protocol, going along with the tradition. All presidents do it. Why aren't you doing it? And you're not doing it intentionally. You're choosing not to put your hand on the Bible when you take that oath. That suggests not that you don't believe it's real, because if you didn't believe it was real, why would you care? You'd put on the costume and take it off. It doesn't matter. That suggests you know it is real and you're rejecting it intentionally. You know what you're doing and you're doing it anyway. But nobody asked questions about that either. It seemed kind of inappropriate, given the celebration that in progress, to ask, why wouldn't you put your hand on the Bible when you take the oath of office to lead our nation? But pretty much nobody did. I didn't. I'll admit that. I saw it and didn't say one word. Bothered me ever since. But right around January 4th, it became clear that maybe he didn't put his hand on the Bible because he affirmatively rejects what's inside that book. And what's inside that book are limits on human behavior. Because if there's one theme that spans all 66 books in the Christian Bible, it's that you are not God. And you cannot assume his powers. Because you don't have them. You may convince yourself you have them, you may want them, you may have been promised them, but in the end, they're not yours, and you'll never have them. And you can only destroy yourself and the people around you by pretending that you do. That is the consistent message that spans from Genesis to Revelation. And people who ignore that law are punished. Just like people who ignore gravity, freezing temperatures, are punished. Because these are laws that were not created by people. They supersede people. But on January 4th, when the President of the United States told us he was stealing, that our country was stealing something that didn't belong to us, people should have piped up and said something, but they didn't. And that got us all the way to yesterday, which was Easter Sunday. Easter Sunday